Booming this like Metro, groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Been on, keeping my head strong. My dog, I ain't talking about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, dying on set, my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't get money, been frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up on the family. Be talking to that at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a she nasty. Then about me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I moved to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers don't chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, man, these shit can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
Here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Shit, gotta go, we don't move it scary.
Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less, flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way, richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You out of love. Maybach, lay back, matte black, just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and he stopped immediately there. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Washington defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory. And last week in that victory, they were pretty good. Probably a pretty easy film session, I would imagine.
And after a performance like that, so many people think you just roll into film, take your popcorn, kick back, and enjoy the show because they played well. I can just tell you from experience, after a win is when coaches come down on you harder because they want to emphasize all the mistakes that happen. Because you won, you're in a good mood. They want to bring you back to earth. Oftentimes you walk out of there and you ask your teammate, did we win last week?
So my assumption was wrong. I learned something. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
And it's fielded at the 34. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Howell throwing on third down here. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on third down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. Third down incompletion, fourth down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to first down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This time they'll throw it with Howell. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. The Packers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey.
He tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's second down. You talk about this Washington defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Watson's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he's taken down inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down.
And it's a Packers touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Anders Carlson now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 83 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Once more, Gibson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 13 yards there and a Washington first. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. Off play action. It's Howell. They'll roll him out right. Howell sliding down, and he picks up the first on that play. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now Watson. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Watson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And they'll bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Oh, they're changing this at the line. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Howell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. Ratliff, he'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Gets around him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 122 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Ratliff. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Now Howell. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Oh, what a catch by Samuel. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get. And now Watson throws another interception. Off to the races. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay, so the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Howell. Wide open receiver, complete. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing here, Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson. As the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The final shot before the break, Watson. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On second down now, Ratliff, and he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Powell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Gibson again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Second and 6. A give up the middle to Gibson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Howell. That one caught by Gibson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball sits on the 10, second and 5. Gibson here running out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Switch up, switch up.
And Howell will throw it. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Curtis Samuel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Gonna need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's got some space here. Down the sideline he goes. And finally marked down at the 23. 186 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a handoff up the middle. Ratliff, and able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try the left side with Gibson. Oh, look at the juke. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Gibson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Al down to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are on their way to a 2-0 start. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this?
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Watson off play action. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets it down to the 32. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
7's a Mike 7. You got nothing in there.
2nd down, Howell back to pass. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
And that is incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
A handoff for Gibson, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.